Yo, yo, testing, testing. Alright, we're good there. Just getting some things set up real quick. Alright, sweet. Alright, so we got the music going. Bada bing, bada boom. I got the charts up. Let's see. Now. Let's see. Go to here. Trading. Cool. Let's open this up here. Alright, I'm back. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, let's get looking at some charts quick. What's up, everybody? Let's see. Okay. Updated the charts. Let's see, got into a couple plays today from the boys. I'm going to start pulling them up. My phone's about to die. This is great. Let me go find a charger. I'll be right back 1 second. Otherwise, I'm cooked. All right. Looks like we are back. Cool. So, let's see, I got my phone fired up. I did some plays on the Bybit account. So let's see where we are. Okay, very cool. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so let me just go over kind of like the state of what I'm seeing. So BTC obviously is doing a little bit of a retracement here. Looks like we didn't quite get into a range here of 74 to 75, 9, 76 range for Bitcoin. So the more and more I look at this, I think we are due for a retracement here. I just think we didn't have enough momentum to kind of push up. We did kind of barely tap into that, and I'm looking on the day chart right here, but we did tap on this 200 EMA right here. So, um, or I'm sorry, this 50, the 50-day EMA. That's the yellow one. The blue one is the 200 EMA. I'm also using the big beluga indicator right here, which kind of helps me find the fair value gaps, kind of what you're seeing here. This green zone was our optimal buy zone that we had a while ago. This was that the buy zone between 64.4 and 63.9 was that optimal range. Looks like we tapped 1, 2, 3 times before going back upwards here, rejecting. So hopefully we do a little bounce here at the 69, but we can ultimately, I'm expecting to come back down here to the 65.7, if not pushing past. But this is kind of the state of where we're at. I'm looking at kind of the RSI, the stochastic RSI is kind of overextended here, looking for a possible dip. Let's see. Yeah, MACD is also kind of on a bullish territory, but as you can see, when I see this kind of like stepping stone, kind of, I can ultimately see kind of across here into a dump, which is kind of what I'm expecting for the long term. We are in bearish territory now that we've gotten under both of the 50 and the 200 EMA. So I try to keep trading very simple. I try not to overextend it. Obviously here, because we had a downtrend, going from here, this would still be respecting that downtrend. 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. I mean, it's right on the money here. So this isn't too abnormal to see, especially for crypto. Bouncing off here in this rejection area, which is kind of where we had our target for. So yeah, Sol is what I mainly have been trading myself. I like trading Sol. It's kind of the king of the meme coins. So if you're trading, meme coins like Moodang or anything that's built like Bonk on top of the Solana network, I really like trading it just because it makes sense to me. Rather trade the king of all of them, and then I can also trade the other ones if I choose to do a little bit more meme coin kind of degen trading in that sense. So let's see. Yeah, so I have some plays that I did for Sol. Currently, I'm in a short right now. Let me give you the exact levels. So let's do some blocks here. Let's do coordinates. I got this one at 89.84 was my entry. Right here was my entry for the short. Obviously this is for the daily chart, so let's zoom into the 4-hour, and this was my area in which I got a short from. Obviously this range was kind of the optimal range to kind of go in. I was really looking for something in this area. So our previous goal was up here at the 96 range, so I also want to highlight that so we can kind of see where we wanted to go. 96 range is going to be right up here. Perfect. So this was the original TP1 that I had for this play. This play to me is still very, very much active. This 80 that we had. Let's see. I very much like it a lot. Perfect. Perfect. Just making sure I'm in the right profile. I have my personal one and then I have the regular one. But so this was the range in which I got the short in. I'm going to change this to green just so it makes it a little easier for everybody to see. This was my range in which I got in. This is going to be the optimal TP. Perfect. Yep. So I got in right here. Where am I expecting to get out? 85.2 is where I'm looking at right now. So this will be for the original play, the TP one. So this would be my entry zone, and then 82. Let me just copy this. Oops. Cool. Let's go. Perfect. Let's zoom in on the 1 hour just so it makes a little bit more sense here. So this is kind of where I'm looking at. Took a short here in this range, right? So I'm looking just a minor retracement down here into the 85, 84 range. From here, I'll be looking at taking a long again, just because I feel like this would be a great support level. Obviously, if we keep going down, that could be a possibility as well. But I don't think we're too far off from having another mini pump up here. That's just how I'm seeing it right now. So this is down position for the plays right now. I do notice that the stochastic RSI is bottomed out right now, so it might have a little bit more motion, which is what kind of leads me into saying that we might push up here into this range. Right here, I mean, we're looking primed to do a little bit of a pump here as well. If these two cross and start showing us some bullish movement in the MACD, I can also give me another indicator that, it's not a bad place to open up a long, especially if we get down to this level. It would over exhaust itself again, making sense, which would kind of lead me to push it up a little bit more forward. So that's kind of how I'm looking at Sol right now. So I got this play going on right now. This is what we have. That's active. This is the current TP, which, we'll just put this as a target. Do a little target right here. This will be entry. I'll call it short entry. And then down here will be our target zone. Go back here. Right? This 80, like I said, this 80 range is going to be where it revisits. But from here, I'm expecting basically something like this. So right now, because we did enter in here and we got our entry, I'm expecting, whoops, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the brush. Where's the brush? Nope. Where is the brush? There it is. So I'm kind of seeing something a little bit down here, find support at this level right here, and then we could do something like this, possibly hit this range. Once we get up here, we'll do a little bit of a battle, and then from here we might find support back into this level right here of 91, 90, and then from here we can either choose to make a rejection up here and go forward kind of in this way, or we can go down from this level. But this is kind of what I'm seeing. At the very least, I like this level to enter, but we'll see momentum. Obviously, we can hit back here into this area and completely reject. We can something like this, so we can push up, down, and then up. It could be another possibility. So at the very least, I want to capitalize on this area for some momentum or some activity, a reaction from the dump. And that's just based on the, so like I said, the stochastic RSI MACD is kind of pushing me towards that area. So we'll see what happens. But that's a play that I have going on. Let me erase that. Perfect. And then let me look at the next one. Another one I opened up was for gold. Let me take a look at the gold one. because the gold play we entered. Oops. Perfect. So I put a long in at gold at this range. Um, oh, excuse me. Hmm. Let's see. Wow. Gold's finding some resistance. Looks like it found it here at 5,000. I could definitely see a push here. I mean, it looks like it's finding support in these levels. Obviously, we still are in bearish territory up until we break from the 50 and the 200 EMA here. I'm not going to look at right now. Yeah, yeah. Until it breaks above, then I'm going to get a little bit more confirmation on that end. But let's see. I can do. Excuse me. Um, so this zone right here would be an optimal place to get in as well. Looks like we've been flirting with that area. Um, this. Oh, excuse me. Mm, perfect. So this is kind of where I'm seeing it for gold. Now, gold, I'm just expecting us to kind of like touch again, kind of in the all-time highs that we've made up here. So if it finds good resistance in this area, then I'm going to be very happy. Just hanging out in this range right here. So the target area for this one is also going to be, let's make another one up here. Yeah, so I'm going to look at this range right here. Just all-time highs. Obviously, we can push a little bit more, but right now, this is a great area for me. I like this area. I feel comfortable buying at 5K. So we'll see what happens with everything with the war going on, with USA versus Iran and stuff. I think things are a little uncertain in the markets, but I think that gold is one of those that when calamity strikes, I think a lot of people put their chips in the old school kind of currency, and now that we're able to do perpetual trading, we can take advantage of that, which is kind of nice. Let's see, what else are we looking at? Bum, bum, bum. Perfect. So we have our entry here for gold as well. Just all-time highs. Basically, I just wanted to retest that area. Um, if we hold support in this. This is going to be the entry zone for it. Entry zone. Perfect. So there we go. So we have our play here. Setting this just for more long-term holds. Let's see. Oh, this is a fun one. ZEC, Z-E-C was another one that I really like trading. Zcash, very popular. Um, don't know too much about the like how it works with the tokenomics. I'm a trader at nature, so I should look into this a little bit more. But I have a lot of really smart friends that I hang out with, which is kind of balances out me, you know. Um, but anyways, let's see Zcash. I did enter a short here. Let's see. The proper Zcash play 228.13 was my entry zone. 228.13 is where I got in. 228.13, cool. So I basically, let's see, let's go into the 1 hour because it's a little too zoomed in, you know. Basically, the logic behind this play was once it broke this structure here, basically right here, it kind of gave me an indication that if I felt like it was going to keep dumping down once it broke this this 227 range, and so I was looking to this 224 range. Currently, I do have it all the way down into, and just because of the nature of Zcash and how these coins kind of operate and stuff, it has been on a pretty massive downtrend. Um, but this fair value gap is not to be ignored. Now, the first thing that catches my eye right off the rip, and this is right here, is this trend line, right? So we have this proper trend line that I drew from point 1 to point 2, and then looks like it broke from here. So we can actually throw up a fib here, go all the way to the lowest point, which is going to be right here. Ooh, let's see. Make sure it's here. Perfect. Okay. So I just threw it from the lowest point, from the top of when it broke the trend, which is this momentum range right here. I threw the fib down to the lowest point, which we got down here, right? So now we have our range. So now I'm kind of looking at this. Now we're starting to enter, and what looks to be here is the golden pocket, right? This golden area right here. I love this buying zone. Now, when we look at anything, this is a I love trading this way too. One of my really good like friends, and one of the guys that really got me into trading as well, kind of like showed me the ropes. Mode, shout out to Mode. But he's been amazing, just kind of like grasping the concept of when it comes to finding these fib levels, retracing down to the golden area, the optimal zone after a breakout. Why? Because there's always some kind of relief that comes after a pump like this. Now, if this is to make higher highs, or higher lows, I'm sorry, then it will bounce off this area. Obviously, this red zone will be kind of, where we start putting in our stops and stuff if we feel like it's going to break these ranges of 210. If it obviously breaks this 210, 211, I would be a lot more bearish of this pattern. This could be just a false little baby pump, but we'll see. So just based on this information itself, TP1 would be right here at the 281. For it to pop off. Just breaking a new high would bring us up here to the 281. So this would be a great play. Now, I'm going to be watching the zone, this 223, to see how it reacts. Personally, I think it might go a little lower. I think we might revisit these ranges down here. This first zone right here, and mind you, I'm on the 4-hour chart, right? So this is my favorite time frame just because I feel like it's really good to trade just on multiple times, like for like day. Like you can leave a trade open. I feel more comfortable with 4 hours kind of in a plan like this. Just because it takes a little bit of time to kind of like play out, so you don't have to be as reactive as to like a 15 or like a 5-minute play that you're scalping. So I'm just looking at this range right now. It looks great. Down here would be the first range to 170. So that's where I have my first TP. My first TP for this one is going to be, yeah, the 170 range. So I actually probably front run it, to be honest with you, to 172 is where I would put it. So I'm actually going to adjust this now. Oops. TP 172. Now, I know this is quite a ways down. Obviously we're going to be breaking this pattern. Could this happen? Yes. But that's why I'm going to be watching this area very closely. If it shows like signs of it just blowing through lower, then I'm just going to leave it as it is, let the play ride. We might even find this area as kind of like the new top, but I just got to take a look at it, right? I don't want to get too greedy as well. Just in the nature of plays and the nature of crypto, I can't ignore the fact that this is the golden area. The zone to buy, right, is going to be right here. So just with that, our TP1 is going to be up here. So I'll just show it, and it kind of lines up with this first fair value gap. So we can actually front run it a little bit if we wanted to, but this is going to be one of the areas. Showing if we go into the day chart, see what kind of information we get here. Yeah, see, so right here would be a fair value gap where it's kind of showing in this range. This would just be kind of like on the bullish side of things if it breaks up into these levels. But it makes sense, right? Because we're getting into this TP1 right here, throwing the fib up. So like I said, I can't ignore this. But these candles are very strong when it comes to just pushing the momentum down. So I'm also watching it. So this is going to be the play that we'll revisit more and more. Most likely this will do a big update when it comes to what's it called, this weekend and stuff like that. But this area, look, and then we have a cross right here as well. The 50 and the 200 are crossing on the daily. So this is going into bearish territory. Would not surprise me if we revisit back, pop up into this level up here, and then do a rejection downwards to continue the downtrend for Zcash. So like I said, I will be looking at this area, and we'll just keep updating as it goes. My stop loss is in break even right now. So I'm going to be moving that to essentially, yeah, break even right now. 220. What is it? 228 is where I'm leaving it. So 228 is a great place, and we'll see. Um, let's see. And then the last one that I've been doing is Sui. It's popular, requested by a buddy of mine, Will, in the trading community. Um, he loves trading Sui, so I added it into what I'm looking at as well. Let's see if I can pop it up. Sui. So let's bring you up to the front of the class. Sui will put you right up here. So these guys I'm actually going to do pink for all the ones that we have plays on. Except you. You, Moodang, go down here. We'll actually put you under AVAX. BTC, ETH, perfect. Zek, Sui, cool. We'll leave it like this. Dot, I don't like looking at dot, so we're just going to put dot down here. Zek, Sui, BNB. Yeah, I like this lineup. Okay, so the next one is going to be Sui. So let's take a look at it. The chart right now, we have a nice little buy zone that we hit initially for this 80 zone. So I did draw this little triangle last time. Obviously, we're trying to find some momentum to break out of it. But let's see. Oh, looks like. Oh, would you look at that? Looks like BTC is down. So we just had it. And for some reason, very interesting. So we're having a push down right now on Sol. Sol's having a little bit of a pump, I should say. I'm sorry. Nice. This is very interesting. Nice little push. Anyways, going back to Sui. This is on the dailies. Let me look at the 4-hour. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let me see the play here for Sui. Now Sui, I'm playing off of these candles on the 4-hour, right? So my entry to this was 95.45. 95.45. Let's see. 90.45. Cool. This is my entry zone that I got into it. Basically just playing on this level. I feel like right now we're just going to do a little bit of a rejection as well and push down on Sui. So this is going to be my entry zone for Sui. So I'll label this entry. Oops. Entry, if I can type, entry zone. And then we are going to look at an exit zone. For Sui, let's see. Perfect. This is where I'm looking to take profits on Sui. We're going to erase this. Oops. Put a symbol on here, target zone. Perfect. Awesome. A little bit of delay there. Perfect. So we have our entry zone for Sui here. Just playing on the trend line as well. And then here, I'm just going to be looking at taking profits, doing a small little play. Why? Because, like I said, I'm looking at this. I feel like we can probably make a new low as well. We could go a little bit lower, but I'm just going to scalp this. This is a small little play that I'm just going to do. Let's see. The ratio right here is short position. Yeah, so it's going to be a tight one. It's not too bad, but I'm just going up above here, off of here. This guy's coming in here, and then we are coming in here. So this is a 1 to 5 ratio. It's just a baby one, like I said. I mainly just want to get a little bit of exposure and get a play in here. But I could definitely see it popping down here. Could this be the area where it rejects and pushes it forward? It could be as well. Like I said, I'm looking at the stochastic RSI. It looks like it wants to dump here. It looks over exhausted as well. The MACD is also climbing, doing that stairwell pattern, so I can see it push down as well. Just playing along with the pattern here. So I'm going to leave this one open as well, but we have a couple plays that have been kind of just set for Thursday. I know the weekend is coming up. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're going to have some movement, and then we'll see how things go. But we have a couple plays, like I said. We have some shorts, we have some longs, and we're just playing into them right now. Perfect. So looks like the ZEC short. Yeah, so it's coming in here. So like I said, this area is going to be what I'm going to be looking for. Um, yeah, so that's it. That's pretty much the gist of it. Um, Join us in the Discord if you guys got any questions about trading. There's a whole bunch of senseis in there, myself including 5 others. All dudes are gifted at trading, really nice with the TA, and we just, everybody just kind of helps each other out. It's a good community. MTM Traders, check us out on Discord. All the stuff, all the link is down in the bio. If you guys want to join the Twitter, it's completely free Discord. Come check it out. Come say hi. But other than that, I'm going to wrap it up here. There seems to be all the plays are updated. I'm just going to go back to putting this. I love this setup right here for the, oops, the BTC. I'll put it on this side. We'll get it visible so it looks appropriate. Very nice. Got it on the day chart as well. Sol. I like to keep it on the 1 hour just because I want to see the momentum happening right now. We're getting a little bit of a push here from this fair value gap, so we'll see what happens in general. Target zone is going to be in this area. We are in the short currently, and we are wanting to cook the short into, what's it called? Um, hmm, where did my boxes go? Oh, where did my boxes go? Did I not? Did I not have boxes? Oh, well, okay. I guess I'll just draw new boxes. Man, it's kind of a bummer. Short entry. Maybe it just overlapped or something. I don't know. I've never had that happen to me. 89, 84. Hooray! Okay. Hmm. Okay, cool. So there's our short entry. Pick a little bigger short entry so you guys can see it. And then let's do the TP. Take profit. 85 too. Cool. Do a little target. We'll switch this one so people don't get confused. Blue is blue. Short entry here. Perfect. Okay, cool. So that's kind of what we're cooking right now. Let's see how it kind of feels. I like this. This is nice. Cool. So this is daily chart. We can go back to the 4-hour just so we don't we can get a little bit more close up of how this wants to respond. Oops. We can get a grip on it. Cool. So we have our levels. Do this. Perfect. So we'll see how we go. All right, cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out. And then we'll do an update, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. Yeah, we'll do another run tomorrow, and then we'll see how the charts feel. But all right, thanks for hanging out, guys. Let's see.